Hello dear viewer of channel Kudesnitsa Marina. Today we'll continue numerology as usual and see what to await us in January 2025. Expect for the year. And that the year for the green snake bring us. Well, let's get started. We have combination two intensive forces. First, 2025 years is the year 9. This number will be Neptune or Poseidon. What does this tell us? This means that Poseidon himself 9 responsible for the years, for time, for the protected nature of some issue, for uncertainty, and the quick solution to matters. Also there is combination with the 4, with years and with the 8. Here it said that there will be a lot of revolution, strong decision, forceful as a force, military conflict, religion conflict. This year will be a very active on event, because by the end of the year everything should be lead to big point, and everything that will happen this year should lead the whole world big change. Well, let's get started. There will be a lot of earthquakes this year, a lot of typhoon. There will be problem with crops, everything relate vegetables, fruit, greenhouse, agriculture. This will be good with profit. Everything relate to crops and land, grain. This month will be difficult because the climate will be very instability and very sharp this year. This year May rivers will change their direction. There will be strong problem with fog, with cloud. There will be high humidity, due to which in some country there may be problem with breath, and there may also be exacerbation of disease that will be associated with respiratory tract. This year there will be large amount of precipitation, such as rain, hail, snowfall. This will be an excess for the norm. A large number of volcans will be activated this year. Volcans will be on the surface for the years, which can bring a number of destruction. Also this volcano under water, which can cause tsunami. This year there will be a rise in spring water. This underground water will rise to the top. In some region of the world there will be swampy area. In many countries this year there will be problem due to the invasion of snake. Which country, for example like Australia, will face such a problem? And surprisingly, Canada will face this problem. There will be scandal related to the snake, most likely something metaphoric. This will be related to Ireland. There will be very big landscape change in the Baltic Sea. This year in terms of nature disaster it will be very difficult because there will be a lot of them. I already said earthquake, tsunami and flood. There will not be many victims. The economic will suffer more. City will suffer. Some village may suffer. This is more economic damage. People will have time to warn, they can have time to live, but the destruction of city and the will be necessary to make large economic investment. This is year there will be a very big change in everything related to oil. The change will be in two directions. The first change will be international economic, because some amendment to the law will be adopted. This will provide problem for the oil market itself, but also everything related to oil. Countries that are related to oil, there will be problem because due to some planned movement, oil pool can somehow shift and slow from one place to another. Also there is very big threat from oil that is in the water. because oil can end up in the water itself in the ocean, and oil can cover the water because which water can burn. In Iceland there will be a threat from volcano, as a result of which lava can swallow a small city. Also this year huge discovery will be made. This will be related to the ocean. They can make an archaeology discovery, discover large sunken city, but there also be a number of biology discovery in the ocean. Many species can be discovered we didn't know before, and there also collusion with some intelligence creator. We can prove that there is intelligence life in the water. This not just in theory, but there will be direct advice we can face this. Also this year there will be large percentage of the revival of paganism, worship of the old gods. In general, the year itself brings triumph, profit and big change. If you plan something this year, this concern not only politics, economic, in general, very person. If this year you plan to do something for yourself or open some new company, enterprise or something else, this is a very good for any undertaking. But the whole year you will be opening something, prepare some document. The whole year in preparation, but the end of the year this is big trance within the future will give you a very big proposal and change in your life. In general, this year itself will be little difficult. I already talked about. Because Neptune itself is Visco, this is slow down waiting preparation. The whole year will need to be direct to preparing the future you want. The year is bunch of little things that will prepare you for your future and big change for the whole world. In general, this year is year of change. This year there will be a lot of religion clashes, confession clashes, there will be economic clashes, work and business. Bank will be defense. This is a clash in politics and big change. There are military related revolution in country. This the whole world will be gated in all shape of activity, because the whole world will want change. This whole year is point no return. Well, all our old produce go away and everything new will getting to come into force. Therefore, for people who do not want to are afraid for change this year. For you this year will be very difficult, whether you want to or not, but the snake will make you. This year is the year of everything new. Science, new law, rule, new money, new economic relation, partnership. This year will bring big change, to which we will have to adapt and take part. Regard of what part of the world you are in, what project you have. This will affect everyone. This year there will be a lot of scientific discovery and technical. May development will be introduced into our life, which in the future should become the north for us. There will be new industry, everything related to movement. These are car, train and transport. There will be whole change of new movement. If before all this was restrained, there in new tourism, new movement, new transfer. Everyone who is connected with this, for you general, this year basically open door. There will be a lot of change. Movement not only on the plan. We will start talking about the fact that time for us to move into space and go somewhere farther beyond our planet. In general, this year brings a number of problems. Would like to say right away that there are regions there will be very difficult. Let's say for India and Iran. This year will be very difficult. Because they're the all year, they will literally be in a furor. There will be religion clashes, military action, and some problem on the border. This change should happen in the country, but because they do not want in will happy by force. There will be big scandal, and this year will be very difficult for Ireland because the scandal will be connected with some armored group. Also this year will be difficult for Italy because Italy there will be a lot of all sort of change. The change will be connected with some law and program. These Italians will have live their usual culture life into a complete new life. A very big threat this year of everything is connected with the region of Velik Ustюг, everything that connected with Feodosia. I already told Italy. There are two types of threat. The first threat made man. This is the threat of fire, but created by man, and also the threat comes from fire and flood. It will be very intense to see fire on water. This phenomena will often occur. This will connect with nature, some nature performance, most likely volcano. This year there will be a new military economic union between the former Slavic country and the North country. The region of Macedonia and the Balkan new union will also be organized here, which in the future will greatly affect the economic of European. In general, this year will be very difficult for people who were born in 1865 years, because there is such concept. I already told. This is a repetition of the matrix to this year incomplete receipt on 1865 years. The some great snake comes. The green snake itself a symbol of calm, slowness. You always need to be on the alert. Three snake. This is a snake love cousins and worms. A loves remove. Therefore year itself for you. Good year for those who want going to do some occasion. Make some decision. For you this year will be very good. Let's see what awaits us in January itself, what the month will bring us. January is under the patronage of Uranus. There is not a very good combination, patronage of Mars and the Sun. What does this tell us? The fact is that this month will be very difficult, very bad for all sort of events, especially everything related to military action, armor conflict that will be from the air. This month will be difficult for all sort of event. This event will be related to fire. Let's start with the fact that this month will be very interesting in Afghanistan. Because there will be revolution, there will be opposition. The opposition will be connected with culture figure, and this will begin to develop into a clash. This month there is threat to aviation. Civil aviation will stop more. There are three big threats here. A threat on the territory Russia, on the territory Kazakhstan and European. In Asia, China, there will be change in the party. In North Korea or this region there will be news that one the rules is sick. Therefore some meeting will be held. Japan, there is threat of earthquake, here and not single. Threat earthquake from the water, under state. Some report will be present in Congress on improve the economic life and social life on the population, which will cause great clashes between the northwest state and the south South State. Kazakhstan. There is trade here, everything related to aviation and airport. Also there will be relate in Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan. Atlantic Ocean, North Hemisphere, Gulfs. There are the Gulf of America and a Gulf in Great Britain. There is trade to ships here. It can be called cyclone and sharp, because which the temptation will drop sharply and sharp can freeze in ice, and there will be injured people here, as a result of which military rescue operation will then be carried out. This month a new ballistic missile will be present, or it can conduct a test. Also this month some new satellite will be present, and it will be launched into space with international money. Syria region. There will be amendment and decision relate to legislation. On this basis there will be a lot of disputes with the president and his term. This dispute will take a very long time to resolve this issue. This also a conflict between Turkey and Israel, but the conflict is not military, economical, as a result which will be necessary to sit down at the negotiation table at the end of the month. Ukraine and Russia. The military conflict will be escalated. This clear. Between this country, between the military of this country, most likely these are some retires, and organization will be great. This organization will try to make an attempt at a coup. I can immediately say that it will be unsuccessfully. For some reason, very farmer people will be arrested, which will cause a complete shock. In January, some legislative change will be adopted related to bank, which stock exchange and money. This will affect some stock certainty to contain the economy, so that the market does not collapse. This can especially greatly affect the real estate market. China and United States will hold a series of meetings. There will be 2 or 3 meetings. They will be held in China, after then held in America, then somewhere on neutral territory, and meeting will concern economic issue, and when this issue are resolved, very favorable document for both parties will be signed. This will greatly affect the market and everything related to technology. In Asia, in number of countries, there will be relate and clashes. This concern both the Asian part, close the Pacific Ocean. This also concerns Central Asia. Relays will be different everywhere discovered. People will take to the street everywhere with different requirement. Russian everything that concerns the north part, there is threat of explosion. Moreover, the explosion will be both mechanical, by human hand. There is also a very big threat of gas explosion. This will be nature phenomena. There will be not one explosion but several. As a result, international organization will have to interview, because this will some kind of environment problem and very dangerous. January will be very good for Ukrainian, because there will be new weapons. The country itself will be strong. The only thing, despite the frost, the military conflict will be exercised. Balkan and Slavic country, there will be unification into some new military alliance, and this alliance will come to the aid of Ukraine. A series of earthquakes again occurred on the border of Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan and China. The earthquake will be quite strong. There will be also an earthquake in the Caspian Plateau, which will be very strange for this place. Earthquake will be in South Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan this month there will be several earthquakes in different regions, which will be very strange, because in some regions there have never been any before. There is destruction from strong earthquake. There is a very big threat from snow, from avalanche. There is threat of large snow flow, and because of this there may be problem with some resource, problem with highway, problem with rail transport. This may affect Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan and China. For Iran, I have already said, this month very difficult. Iran will have 3 fire points. There will be engaged in fire on the side of the border, and this will be connected with the armed forces. In India, there will be an armed conflict on the border. In large city in the center of India, there will be some kind of holiday. As a result of this holiday, there may be big fire and building, most likely wooded, may collapse into water. On Balkan, I already said there will be some new armored alliance. There will first be armed conflict associated with some historical date, as a result of which there may be a border clash. But this will be clash of people, not military. As a result, it may escalate into shooting. To involve in this and not repair, a military alliance will be organized, which will include several countries. This month is January. This is rate of earthquake in Balkan. Earthquake, not destruction, but very frequent. Practically several earthquakes a day. North country of Europe, this is Norway, Finland, Denmark. There is very big problem with electricity, but not with voltage. Everything relates to communication. This is cellular communication and the internet. In the region there is big problem because there will be man-made human intervention, which will cause a number of problems, especially everything related to cellular communication, and then it will be very long time recover. Due to the fact that in this region there will be very cold winter, there will be damage due to severe icing, which will greatly complicate any work. Norway is under great threat to an oil platform in the water. In Paris, either this is suburb of Paris, this is some historical building, there is threat of arson. Portugal and Spain, there is threat of heavy rain, as a result which there may be mud flood and strong landslide, which people will cleaning. Africa, here economic meeting. Country are invest a lot of money in construction and real estate. As for the climate, there will be a lot of addition here, because the lower part of Africa there will be typhoon and heavy rain. The upper part, first there will be a drought. They will solve this problem, and then for some result it will be snow sharply. This will affect the Sahara Desert, as well the Arabic Peninsula. Saudi Arabia, there will be a large amount of snowfall again. Will gather of Arab country. Will prepare about alliance of rescues. International Organization for Solving Climate Problem. North America. Here general months is very difficult because there will be some pathologies, everything connected with forests. This may concern and Canada. The most intensive diseases it will not be connected with fire, but with some fog, and it will be directly ecology problem for some fog. Also in Canada there is threat from snakes. There will be a lot of snakes and a very big threat in mountains landslides. There will be a lot of snowy ones to catch. Also in North America and Australia there is threat of arson or accident. The Christmas tree may burn down. This will be connected with New Year with Christmas. In Australia and in the northern part of America, this is Canada and some state of America, here will be pogrom connected with holidays. In Mexico, in January, this is threat from the Atlantic Ocean. A typhoon may come. Problem with the coastline. The most interesting this is that as a result of this typhoon a large gold mine will be opened, and there is Caribbean big discovery will be made related to the Second World War. In the south part of America there is threat of an explosion of building with columns. Also in South America will animals can come to the city. We can see this month the migration animal from the South Pole to Argentina. Whale will surface this month. A volcano will wake up in Antarctica. What can cause a fountain of oil? In Australia there is threat from snake. There will be a lot of them. There is also threat to the bridge. In principle, the month itself will be very rich in all sort of event. There will be a lot of event military, a lot of change, everything related to the state. There will be climate change, a discovery what will generate less people associated with science and associated with NASA. Basically, this is the kind of month that await us. I hope you like it, and that will happen next. As usual, we will see later. Thank you for your attention. Happy New Year! Happy 2025 year!